What's up, guys? In this video I want to show you how you can make $13,167 in sales, and this is new sales, within 14 days. Within 2 weeks, how you can make close to $14,000 in new sales. Hi, my name is Deepak Shukla from Pearl Lemon Media, and this is your life. So guys, first of all, I really want to get into it, okay? And I want to just kind of show you what it is specifically that I'm talking about, okay? It's definitely been a journey to get here. And what I really want to do today is share with you the most important components for how you can do something, okay? And to be honest with you, I was inspired and motivated, and I'm in Starbucks. As you can see, I'm gonna wiggle this round. I spend most of my days working from Starbucks, in fact, okay? And what I want to do is I want to share this with you. Pay funnels, right? And these are the sales that have been new, right, are the ones that I refer to. There's actually more in here that you're going to see. So this is my Gmail account that I'm logging into right now. I've got a LinkedIn up here. I've got a company we're looking at as to a partnership. They've got an SEO client they wanted to introduce us to. And while I wait for this to load, I'm really excited about kind of sharing this with you. This has been across the course of a couple of clients, basically, that I think maybe 4 that we've contracted with over the last couple of days. I started a new agency called Pearl Lemon Leads, and one of the reasons that I started this channel was because I know that some of you have struggles with sales, and I really wanted to kind of put across, you know, how you can really make things happen, that it's not just about, of course, generating the lead. So let's see if this thing's gonna work for me. Maybe it won't. Okay, I'm on the wrong Wi-Fi. That's why I'm on Prep Wi-Fi. I'm gonna change over to Starbucks Wi-Fi right now and share with you what really is possible. Okay, cool. Here we go. Right, guys. So there you go. Great. I don't need to blur out anything minus maybe one thing, but I might not even do that. That's Steve at the Cut Gym. So as you can see, guys, and you can see the timeline of dates, 12/20. This is the time of recording, Feb 20. You know, there's multiple payments coming in. So that's what I really want to take you through today, how it is that you can really drive similar kinds of results, or do even better than we're doing at Pearl Lemon Leads. Okay, Pearl Lemon Leads, who are we? What do we do? I'm just going to show you our website very quickly, and you know, talk to you about, we'll book you 30 calls in 30 days, and that needs to actually be improved slightly because I don't like the way that that's laid out. But there you go. This is us, and that's my partner there, Kaz. So let's just get right into it, okay? So the first thing that I want to talk you through is, and this is probably the most important thing, and I'm going to state this as, you know, an obvious in terms of what you do. Every component of what you do should be a pursuit towards the pursuit of relentless excellence, okay? Everything that you should do, deliver, make it excellent. And the fastest way to really demonstrate and to do that is, you know, you need to think of services like the sales pitch that you get at a farmer's market, a meat market, a bazaar, a, you know, jewelry market, whatever it might be, because you know what's really amazing about situations like that. You make like a ton of instant due diligence decisions in your head, right? How does this feel? How does this look? Does what he's saying make sense? Is the deal right for me? How is he saying what is he saying? Do I like the person? Do I like the pricing, even in comparison to the other prices? Because I've got all of the comparison points in front of me, I will make a rapid decision. Now, if you can apply that to really your own business, right? Now we're talking about, you know, bigger decisions and stuff, then you become really powerful, because what that gives you is the ability to pass basically due diligence, right? So due diligence is merely the demonstration of why your pay ask or your request for payment is really worth the money, okay? Now, we've been able to make that figure on the basis of literally a couple of sales, okay? So, you know, maybe a 4K plus VAT. I'm including the VAT in these numbers. Maybe I shouldn't, who knows? But, you know, it's like a 4, a 1.5, a 1.5, and a 1.5, and all of those excluding VAT. So we're looking at, you know, like 9, and this is in pounds, like £9,000. And then you've got obviously a couple of more things. And, you know, I work from Starbucks, and there's no real hiding that. what I do care about and what must be evident with all of the things that you do, right, is the relentless pursuit of excellence. So I'm going to take it as a given that your service has a clear need. I'm going to also take it as a given that your need, or rather the service that you demonstrate, and I want to show you on the website, has a clear offering. Okay, so at Pearl Lemon, one of our bold mission statements is that we'll book you 30 calls in 30 days, right? 30 calls in 30 days is a big, bold mission statement. And what that serves to do is a hook. And the service, therefore, is a no-brainer. Now, assuming that you can deliver, and this is what I assume, and this is something that, you can work upon, that you can learn, that you can grow, then you should really be driving towards the pursuit of relentless excellence. And the interesting thing is that people don't look at every component of the actual delivery process. Delivery process is the first impressions. Delivery process is, the way that you project and communicate yourself. The other element of it is the proposals that you send out, the actual delivery of the service, the customer care, the retention, all of these things, right? Because if you're delivering excellently, then retention just comes in. And this should be a pursuit in every component of your sale. So that's the first real thing about how to make $13,167 in new sales within 14 days. Pearl Lemon Leads was really an agency that I decided to set up with a friend of mine, basically, Kaz, and I'll create a second video about that down the line. But this is something that needs to be evident in all that you do. Next step, right, outreach. Okay, so when I say outreach, you need to be getting on calls, right? Everything today is really about relationship building. And when I say calls, you might say, well, Deepak, I sell a $20 a month service or a $20 a month dollar SaaS tool. Then this is really about you people that sell high ticket services or high ticket programs, right? Services and programs, okay? You need to, in some level, be engaged in massive outreach, right? So what I mean by massive outreach, what do I mean? Because if you're not doing it, then you don't have the opportunity to get those numbers, okay? And I'll talk about how some of our sales have come in, but I'll talk about how all of the sales have come in fact, okay? But outreach is absolutely king, okay? If I just jump into my Facebook, I'll show you what we had to do. Bam, ba-dum, ba-dum. Victor's fighting in Thailand. Okay, cool. So if I show you side sign agency, 8.3K. So since I wrote that 7 hours ago, another sale has come in, which brings it in. Well, I'll show you actually what I mean. Good stuff. We've had to shut down our own outreach to deal with this because we're getting on maybe 2 to 3 phone calls a day, and that might be underestimating it, really, okay? But the point here is that you need to be engaged in outreach. You need to be sending out 20 proposals or messages or, marketing paraphernalia, whatever it is, right? So we'll do outreach on Upwork, right? On Upwork, I'm sending 10 to 20 proposals per day, every day, right? On LinkedIn, we're doing outreach. We're sending out maybe 30 messages a day, right? On cold email, we're sending out 50 emails, maybe 20 to 50 emails per day. So we're doing outreach on those platforms. We've had PPC ads running. We are getting a couple of inbound as a consequence of the PPC. And then we've got, the SEO side of our business because we rank organically and we have leads that come in. And really, you might say, well, Deepak, you've got an advantage because you're doing, you have inbound leads that come in. But my point that I'm trying to make is that, the client, okay, let's just really run through it, okay? So client number 1 came in through cold email, okay? And that bought in, to be honest with you, that bought in 4.8 plus 2.4, okay? 4.8 plus 2.4. That was client came in through cold email, okay? Another second client came in through cold email also. Yeah, in fact they did. Brilliant. And they were like, 1.5k. Third and the fourth were inbound. And I'll talk about inbound in a little while because you say it's, my advantage. It is my advantage because I've been working. And with the relentless pursuit of excellence, you have the opportunity to crush and develop inbound. So, whilst this channel is about sales training, the real component I'm trying to say is that, in order to make sales, you've got to have the people to speak to. And it doesn't matter where they come from and how they come, but they've got to come. Okay, they've got to come. And this is what, 1.5. Those guys 1.5. And as you can see, the reason that I get a little overwhelmed is because all of this is going on. Okay, so then it just becomes a little bit involved. So outreach is a key thing of what we're doing. Where are we? That was the keynote that I just made. So do make sure that you're engaged in massive outreach, right? That's point number 2. So we've got the relentless pursuit of excellence, which is point 1, and then we've got actual outreach, which is point 2. So let's move now to point 3, right? And you really saw it there before, and it's incredible how a lot of people don't do this. You need to have an offer that people can attach to ROI. You've got to make your offer to be attached to ROI, because in absence of that, you will really struggle to get the new sales within 2 weeks, okay? Because there needs to be a clear, every person in life is, Zig Ziglar has said it, Grant Cardone has said it. These are sales training guys. Jim Pancero says it. There's others. Everyone is in this industry. That stands for what's in it for me, right? What's in it for me? That's the game that everyone's in, right? So they're listening, and you've got your pitch, and you've got all of this, but you've got to make a stupid, simple offer that demonstrates to them that, well, what's in it for me? What is it that you're going to do? How is it that you're going to actually drive, the ROI? Or what is it that I'm going to get that's so obvious, right? That it's stupidly simple that I can internally comprehend it. I can resell it to my board, and I can use those 2 bases alongside your relentless pursuit of excellence, right? And you're speaking to me because of massive outreach to demonstrate that this is a worthwhile service, and practice what we preach. And I want to show you that this is not something that I always got right. This is something that I still probably sometimes make mistakes with, okay? But I want to show you. Double your organic traffic in 90 days. This is the SEO side of our business, right? This is the SEO side that's the big offer that we'll make to people that doesn't apply to every business. But the point is, it's an easy hook. You come onto our site, that is the hook. That is what people take in, and that's what they do understand. This will book you 30 calls in 30 days. Stupid, simple offer. So think about, what is it that your client's trying to do, or what is it that your business is trying to do? And what your business is trying to do is not to help people, it's to transform them. Consider that wording. It's not to help people, it's to transform them, to transform their lives, transform their businesses, because that's what that's the game that you're in. Business transformation, okay? So the offer needs to be stupid simple, right? Let's keep going. So the next element of it, and this is really important, because you're not going to close every client first time, or rather you are going to close them. So one of the clients that have signed up with us, right, they are someone who's we went through a long due diligence process, and we signed them up for a different service, and we've now offered them a free trial of our lead gen side of the business, okay? So have the opportunity, assuming that you can deliver, right? Do assume that you can deliver, to offer people trials. You see it in the world of products, the try before you buy. And if you're really good at what you do, and you're confident in what you can do, and you can really run through the setup, and it's your opportunity, right? It's your problem, if you will, to make sure that setup is as rapid as possible. If you, for example, are taking 2 weeks to set up a campaign, I promise you, you're taking too long. So have the ability to be able to commercially offer trials where a client can really see the level of leads that you're able to bring in, the level of return that you're able to get, and to demonstrate at some kind of cut price or free, however you want to do a trial, run it at cost, whatever it may be, to demonstrate your ability to drive return on investment. And being able to do that is a huge differentiator when you get on these calls, okay? I'm not saying that you offer it to every client, but you can offer it to many clients, and this is something that we're currently doing, and that's not even included in this kind of sales bit here, right? This is like a gym that we're working with to drive actually B2C leads, and we're doing it by offering a free trial, saying, look, let's do it. We're going to run outreach, and we're taking some of the spend, or rather some of the income, from other elements of our business, but also because we've optimized our services to be able to offer it. And what I'm saying is, you can forget all of that bit. If you're just starting out, offer people trials. say, look, let's do a trial and then let's talk about the commercials. And do make sure when you offer something like that to someone that they've got a business or the income to back it. Look for the constellation of truths. So when I say the constellation of truths, if you want to, you can say, look, after 2 weeks, if you're happy, let's do it at $2,000 a month or $5,000 a month, or after 2 weeks, let's have a chat, or after, an initial 3-day, test, let's just run a test for a couple of days, see how it goes, send them the evidence, however long it takes to get that set up and to get that ROI, then have the ability to actually, say, let's move this into a paid engagement. And if you're great at what you do, and it doesn't take, long to narrow down on a niche and to get really, really good at it, if you focus on one thing, real estate lead generation, right? Or one sector, maybe it's commercial real estate lead generation, and you just work on it over a solid 2-week, 4-week period on that singular niche, you could become better at it than many, many people, even probably most of the practitioners in that space, because they're not in the business of generating leads, they're in the business of running their business, of delivering to clients and all this kind of stuff, right? So have the ability to offer trials. The next thing is, this is something that I love. It's called, we spoke about it with that kind of Sunday market experience, right? The kind of Saturday salesman, the Sunday salesman, the bazaar, the marketplace of old, if you will, that's now gone online. But the important thing with that is that, if you have an FAQ monster, you need to be able to have an answer for absolutely everything that anybody asks you. What does this mean? What do you mean by that? That doesn't quite make sense to me. Can you explain this? Can you elaborate that, right? When you send out proposals or when you come up against questions, you need to be able, play devil's advocate with yourself, right? Because if you can't answer your own questions and be the most annoying, aggressive kind of seller or buyer rather, have a friend be the most horrible or difficult person, and this doesn't just apply to the sales pitch, it applies to your brand online, it applies to your calls to action, it applies to basically everything. Then if you can't answer basically every question competently, confidently, and with a actual clear answer, so competent, confident, and clear, confident, competent, and clear, because this is your life, right? Then I think you're going to lose out on some of the sales. And this has been a factor and component of every one of the actual Q&A part of the sales that we had, right? I had people that we sent off proposals and they asked about a dozen new questions, and we would create explainer videos because we thought, well, there's an opportunity here to answer this question for anybody else that comes along. So use the most annoying, troublesome client as your opportunity to just get better, to just improve. So become and develop your FAQs, spreadsheets, videos, PDFs, whatever it is, okay? Pitch. Have every answer ready, because if you don't, you're gonna lose some people. You'll lose me, right? And you'll lose yourself. And don't do yourself that injustice, because you know that you can do this. And finally, let's go to the 7th point, right? Closing on calls. Now, I wanted to talk about this last part because hopefully it's become clear to you that from my energy, from being able to work on those primary 6 parts, that the 7th part, closing on calls, actually becomes way easier when you're able to demonstrate all of those things about your offer. It's stupid simple. The due diligence, it's done because you have every answer to every FAQ, right? You're transparent, you're confident, you're competent, you're clear. You are engaged in the relentless pursuit of excellence, since it's so obvious that you care about what you do, you care about your client, and you want them to win, and you can answer things even way outside of the scope of what you do, and that there's a clear win when they think about, well, what's in it for me when working with you? What is in it for me? Or how are you going to be better than all of the other guys out there? Because we live in a marketplace now where every guy from their bedroom or every guy from Starbucks is starting a business. So to close on calls, you need to be, able to really deliver on those first 6 points. So guys, let's quickly review, right? How to make $13,167 in sales within 14 days. The 6 things that you need to do. Number 1, the pursuit of relentless excellence, right? Be excellent at everything that you do, or aim to be that. Number 2, outreach. You should have 50 proposals at some level going out per day. Do that. Do that, because you need to do the outreach. Volume, and that's not huge volume, does matter. You could probably do excess, you might do more, but have outreach. 5 days, 7 days a week. I'm doing 7, you should do 7. Third thing, stupid simple offer. We'll book 30 calls in 30 days. Double your organic traffic in 90 days. Stupid, simple offer, right? That's the third thing. The fourth thing is trials. Be good enough for what you do to be able to offer a low cut or free trial in exchange for locking in a client. If you can deliver, people will spend money with you. If you look at the right people and you make the stupid simple offer and you offer a trial, you should be able to close 10 times more trials than I even give away today, okay? But I used to do them. We don't do them anymore. We're doing them for one client. They've already signed up with us. But the point is that be able to offer trials. That's point number 4. Point number 5, FAQ monster. I really, really do enjoy this one. Have answers. Have answers for everything, and you can totally crush. And then the 6th point is closing on calls, right? Close on calls. Be passionate, be persuasive, be competent, be confident, be clear, and you can really close on calls with your energy without leaving your bedroom, without leaving Starbucks, with all of these elements. So they're the 6 things that you need to do to close $13,167 in new sales in 14 days. My name's Deepak Shukla. This is Pearl Lemon, the sales YouTube channel. If you're indeed watching it here, and this is your life.